that? What the heck is that? Is that an earthquake? That's what it really was. Wow. Wow. That's the biggest one.
Still going.
It's still going.
During the visit, as I understand it, you'll also be
Whoa.
in space. Is Japan pushing to have the first non-American on the moon? And has the
See, if my kids were home, I would think it was them.
So. I guess it's 4 quarters. Who's that?
The community I visited had one toilet for 600 people. Women stood in line for 3 hours to make use of it. Schools normally form a spine of protection for children, a place where children can seek humanitarian services and normality. Go ahead. Education is...
Wow. Earthquake.
Is that an earthquake?
Yeah.
Well, education is...
You're making the ground shake.
Education is in many ways... Madam President, am I okay to continue? Education is in many ways life-saving, but not in Gaza, where every single child is out of school and 80% of education facilities have been destroyed.
All of us felt in some way or another the earthquake that hit our city around 10:23 a.m. We felt the impact of this 4.7 magnitude earthquake. The epicenter was in Lebanon, New Jersey, about 50 miles from New York City. And as you know, this is a developing situation where you're always concerned about aftershocks after an earthquake. But New Yorkers should go about their normal day. First responders are working to make sure the city's safe. And one thing we do so well in our city is bring together all of the agencies that are involved and our partners in other entities. Everything from the MTA to the Department of Buildings, the parents who are concerned about their school children. Chancellor Banks would be here to report on that, but we say over and over again, the safest place for our students, we believe, will continue to be in school. At this point, we do not have any reports of major impacts to our infrastructure or injuries. But of course, we're still assessing the situation and we'll continue to update the public. We're in touch with the White House, the governor's office, and local elected officials. And I encourage New Yorkers to check on their loved ones to make sure that they are fine, not only from the infrastructure damage, but this could be a traumatic moment for individuals going through an earthquake. And if you feel an aftershock, drop to the floor, cover your head and neck, and take cover under a solid piece of furniture next to an interior wall or in a doorway. Earthquakes don't happen every day in New York. So this can be extremely traumatic. The number of texts, calls, and inquiries that people sent out to not only our administration, but to family members checking on them. We know how this can impact you. But we're ready for the unexpected. This is New York City, and we respond accordingly. We will continue to update New Yorkers as we get more information.
With regard to the earthquake, I spoke to the governor. He thinks everything's under control. He's not too concerned about it. The governor of New Jersey, so things are all right.
At approximately 10:23 this morning, we can confirm the USGS report that a magnitude 4.8 earthquake occurred in the Tewksbury Township section of Hunterdon County. Tewksbury officials are reporting that 2 aftershocks occurred thereafter, with the most recent at 11:50. We have no reports of injuries at this time. We have no reports of anyone who was evacuated or displaced as a result of the earthquake. We've received no resource request from our municipalities for assistance. Damage assessment is underway throughout our county, and we are beginning to receive reports of structural issues at private property. We have placed a link on the county website to capture reports from the public of damage that has occurred throughout the jurisdiction. Hunter Medical Center, our jurisdiction's only hospital, has reported there is no damage to their facility or infrastructure as well. The Delaware River Joint Toll Bridge Commission has inspected bridges connecting New Jersey to Pennsylvania from Hunterdon County with no damage identified. We are coordinating with all utilities that service our county, power, gas, and others, and all are reporting no issues presently.
I was scared. I've never felt one before because I grew up in New York and we don't really have them often. So I thought it was a train personally, and then it just kept going.
I felt really strange because it was my first time experiencing that. I was actually at the office and I just left early, so that was pretty crazy, to be honest. I was really scared, and that's why I'm going home right now. And yeah, just hope everybody's safe.
I forgot what time it was, 10:30ish or something. It literally, the entire building rumbled. I actually was delighted to find out that a tractor trailer did not hit the side of my building. When we came out, I've lived in New Jersey since 1964 officially, and never felt that before.
I heard the loudest boom and crack, as if the house cracked in half or something. And I ran towards the deck and outside, and I guess I was so quick that I felt nothing other hearing the boom and the roaring. When I got to the front yard, my neighbor with her 2 daughters was out, and her daughters were sleeping, so unfortunately they experienced the house shake, the frames fall. Bella, the 10-year-old, 11-year-old, fell down the stairs from fear. But after that was it.
I felt actually the earthquake, and I felt my head and my stomach was shaking. Afterwards, I thought that it was earthquake, and also last year we actually I don't know, maybe you know, we had a big earthquake in Turkey at southeastern part, and I am from southeastern part, so I felt bad actually. So I can feel better maybe when we compare the other students.
We were in our hotel room and we felt this rumbling on the floor, and it felt like there was a subway going under us, but it was longer than when a train would go under, and I thought, is that an earthquake or not? And then we left and we came down to Bryant Park, and then we got the emergency alert. So our question is, why was it an hour later?
And you weren't like scared at all?
No. I grew up in California.
On the subway and we got a notification of the earthquake. We didn't feel it on the subway, but then my wife was calling me because she's in the hotel in Midtown. So obviously 43 levels up in the air, I guess you feel it a bit more. So she felt it, and you know, it's always a bit worrying when one half of your family is in one area and the other one in the other, and an earthquake happens. So, but we're all safe now, which is good.
Even though they didn't go in. I ain't scared of anything. Never scared. If it gets you down, you got to get back up. Never give up.